I'm Ethan Purcell here in Sterling City to watch the Eagles take on my Wink Wildcats, and this is Fox Football Live.
I'm Chris Nation coming from Shotwell Stadium, where Tascosa is taking on Abilene. They've already had some incredible plays. It's Friday night, it's Texas. You know what that means? It's Fox Friday Night Football.
I'm Sean Humphrey at San Angelo Stadium, and you're watching Fox Football Live.
Woo! Week 9 of the high school football season is here, baby. I'm here in Sonora, Texas, as the Reagan County Owls are taking on the Sonora Broncos. It's going to be a fantastic game, and it's going to be a fantastic week of high school football. Hey, let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome everyone to the Week 9 edition of Fox Football Live. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Damian Bartonic. We have a fantastic slate for you all to enjoy, so grab yourself an ice cold Dr. Pepper as we start with our game of the week. Reagan County has been so dominant this season beating teams by double digits every year, but hey, the Sonora Broncos are a tried and true program. Hey, let's go ahead and get to the action. First drive for the Owls, Jarrett Brown. He's going to loft this one to my guy, the D1 athlete, Kason Brown, but the Broncos break this one up. Now, this next play was special, though. You're going to see right here a little read option looking like RG3 from 2012. Brown on the keeper, and look at this jump man, jumps right over him, hurdles over a defender, but this would be the highlight of the drive as they would punt later on. Now, first series for Sonora now. You're going to see right here my man Dylan Ford on the motion sweep, and he's going to barrel his way for a first down. Great vision. Hey, got to protect that football, though. Great vision there. Next play, and you're going to see right here, man, he's one of the toughest runners in West Texas. Ford once again, bang for a first down, keeping on going. And then now the Broncos are going to be in goal to go, but this play right here was a backbreaker, a tough one. You see the ball fumbling now. The Owls get the football, and hey, man, this was a huge play. Owls ball, and a simple bubble screen right here, man, goes into the red area, gives them goal to go, and a little bit of tempo, baby, goes a long way. Looks like something in the gun. Now he says he goes up under center, and that's a quarterback sneak for a first down. My man nonchalantly just walks his way into the end zone. Reagan County, this would put them up 7-0, but right now, this one is close in the fourth quarter, 14-7 with Reagan County up. Hey, that is a big game out there in Class 2A Division I, but that wasn't the first or last district game that went down tonight. We had one in our backyard as the Lakeview Chiefs look to add another dub tonight. My offensive coordinator, Sean Humphrey, was there. Sean, hey, Lakeview finally, hopefully, fingers crossed, they can get another dub, their third of the season, but hey, you're the one that has all the answers, not me.
Well, I don't quite have all the answers because the game's not quite over yet, but I also don't want to miss the chance to ask who gives a hoot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We're talking about those Owls.
Yeah,
who gives a hoot? The Lakeview Chiefs.
There we go, baby.
At home, looking to win their second in a row after the bye week. Both teams are 2-5 heading into this game. It's Lakeview hosting the Pecos Eagles, and early on in this game, Lakeview had an open payload, and you want to know why? Because it's bombs away on the flea flicker. Alviso deep to his wide receiver, Christian Esparza, and he's going to walk his way into the end zone, no problem. Lakeview strikes first, and they got the 2-point conversion going. Here's our man Tristan. You got to check on him every time Lakeview's going. You know he's going to give you a little bit of a show on the drums there, and it's Colt Salgado, the Pecos quarterback, and this one out over the middle, bobbled by Jordan Morales, but he found a way to get both hands on it, and before he's brought down just inside the 40, and it was tough defense from Lakeview here, but they kept it going. There is fourth down, and they're going to fling one downfield, and the referee's going to bring out that yellow laundry. It's going to be pass interference, 15-yard penalty, and Joel Aguilar is able to get in on the touchdown run for Pecos. They get a 2-point conversion of their own. It was 8-8 after that score. And Mr. Alviso wasn't done cooking on offense. I wish these kids would stop running at me. I was fearing for my life there. I'm glad he stopped and ran out of bounds a little bit early. And Alviso, another throw. This is the crown jewel of the highlight film right there. That's Braylon White, one of his favorite targets on the one-handed grab. And Lakeview had an early lead. It was 15-8 after they made the extra point. Damian Pecos scored as I was leaving. Like we said, this one's a close one. It's 34-29 at last check. What do you think about
34-29 for Pecos?
For Lakeview.
Oh, for Lakeview.
For Lakeview.
Well, here's the number one. A couple that jumped out to me off the rip. Chris Alviso can do a little bit of everything. With his legs, with his arm, the flea flicker was beautiful. Great ball. Hey, that 17 for Pecos, though, he looked like Justin Jefferson on that one catch, man. I think what we saw tonight from both teams, they look fantastic. Both teams have a lot of talent, but, hey, Lakeview, if they can get their third win, hey, they're still in the thick of it, man. There's still a lot of football to be played.
Got to keep cooking. And
Absolutely.
I've seen that man Alviso handle business on the defensive side of the ball as well. So you talk about him doing a little bit of everything. He does a little bit more even.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, you know what? You're going to do a little bit more. You stay right where you're at, all right? I'm going to definitely be reaching out to you yet again in the broadcast, all right? Now, here, we got another big-time game. Let's move on to some two-way football. Now, after starting 0-2 this season, the Albany Lions have played great football as they currently ride a 5-game winning streak into tonight's game. They were at home against Cross Plains with plenty of stakes on the line. We're going to get here right Albany's defense first, and you're going to see right Albany stuffing them at the line of scrimmage, man. Cross Plains had nothing for them all night long, and you're going to see right here on this next play, hey, it's just going to keep on going. Second defensive play. Once again, man, like I said, they're all over the place. Another loss of yards. And this is the story of what Albany's been doing all season after those first two games, right? Third down now. Buffalo's quarterback drops back and almost takes a huge sack. But, hey, this one was basically 4 and out. You're going to see right here, man, Albany just gets into business. Hey, with bad field position, and you're going to give Albany this kind of playing, this field position, man, that's going to be tough for them. That's going to be tough for you as a defense, and you're going to see what's going to happen right here. First Albany Lion play. Hey, need I say more? He quarterback rolls, lucky lefty. Moment of silence for the deep ball. Beautiful. What a dime. And guess what? Albany is going to roll, baby. 6 in a row, and they win this one big, 62-12. Oh my goodness. 6 in a row for Albany. That is crazy. Now, we discussed the importance of this portion of the season, but it's not just the on-field activity that's hyped up our region. It's been homecoming week. It's also district play. You know, all that good stuff. So let's take a look at some of the best sights and sounds from pep rallies, some of the games, and more.
Good for a wild hop touchdown.
That's hard.
That was I didn't know.
Alrighty, we are 3 games into Week 9's edition of Fox Football Live, but there are plenty of other teams in action tonight. Let's go ahead and check in on some scores from around the region. Let's go to this first play right here. Brownwood, woo, they're looking like they're starting to roll, baby. 21-14 over Burnett in the third quarter. This one, Clyde and Sweetwater. Clyde still kind of stumbling, but hey, Sweetwater's taking advantage, baby. 38-14 in the third quarter. This next one, hey, I feel for my TLCA San Angelo Eagles, man. A tough one out there. Jim Ned rolls them 72-0. This next one, the Wall Hawks, they continue to roll as well, man. 58-6 over Grape Creek. This next one, Ozona, we were just there earlier in the week, 37-14 over Colorado City. That's a halftime score, so they are looking special. And then Hawley, it's looking like they're going to stay undefeated, man. 41-0 over Cisco in the fourth quarter. All right, one block down here on Fox Football Live, but don't worry, there's still plenty of action to come. Stick with us for more right after the break. Welcome back, everyone. Damian Bartonic here. Now, let's talk about some big-time football programs starting at the 5A level up in Abilene. The Eagles have been dominant this season and look to continue their surge of success at Shotwell Stadium. Now, one guy that has followed this team very closely is our Sean Humphrey, man. And that's who's joining me yet again. Hey, man, Sean, big-time game again in the Key City. Abilene, they've been playing some very good football. Another tough program they face tonight. You gave me a little bit of a spoiler on what's happening right now, but let's just say this before we get into that. What have you seen from the Eagles that's really impressed you most?
It's a need for speed, and I told the people earlier in the week during one of our 6 o'clock sportscasts that this team scores a lot of points. You like to say punches and bunches, and that speed is crazy. These guys have crazy legs, and it's super fun to watch as a guy who loves to watch teams score the football.
Absolutely. And who doesn't like to watch teams score the football, especially a team like Abilene? Now, I don't know I can't tell you everything, but Sean, tell them what happened in the game,
I
man.
will tell you exactly what happened in the game. If we'll roll the highlights here. Early on, it's the lefty Colton Fulton to his wide receiver for a nice chunk play. They tried to wrap him up, but he's able to scamper on for a little bit more than a first down, and another lefty holds the ball here. The pitch to the man, Mr. Fulton, once again. Another nice gain for Amarillo Tascosa. They didn't just roll their helmets out and say that we're done here. Tristan Beal for Abilene filling in for Mr. Braden Henry. Nice pass there to Bryson Perez, who has a need for speed himself, and it's the lefty again, flinging one downfield, and his wide receiver comes down with it. Coaches wanted a flag there. They're not going to get one, but it's going to be a first down. You can signal for that one and take it to the bank. Ethan Joyner receives the pass here from Tristan Beal. He's going to be inside the 5, in nice position to score, and here's the crown jewel of this highlight film right here, Tarian Johnson in the back of the end zone, and you can guess what happened. Damian, you talked about Chris Berman. He could go all the way, and he does. Nobody's going to catch him, not even in a two-hand touch are they going to catch him. Touchdown Amarillo Tascosa. This was a back-and-forth matchup. It's Beal again running to his right and flings that right-handed pass down the field, and it's intercepted by the men in white. This game has been ridiculous. I've been watching the stream. We don't have the highlights for what just happened. Safety for Tascosa. The punt return for a touchdown by Abilene. Last check I saw, 29-29, and that's before the extra point. Can you believe that?
A tie game?
Right now, but if they made that extra point, I believe that would make it 30-29 Abilene with just 24 seconds left in the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this, Sean. We're going to bring you back later on in the broadcast, and you're going to give us that update. All right, so you watch that game. That's your job. Hey, that's your job for the next, 15 minutes. You better go get your tail in there. You watch that game, and you let us know what happens,
Unfortunately, I also might have some bad news for our Lakeview Chiefs fans.
Oh, okay. We'll be sure to bring you back, brother. Thank you once again, my friend. Now, moving on up classes now, we got to talk about the Central Bobcats. For many games this season, the Bobcats have been on the cusp of bringing home victories, key victories. But tonight, it's another big game on the road at Midland. Let's go ahead and get to this game. Now, Midland, first possession right here. Central, like I mentioned, right, they're always so close, and this pitch is going to go, and it's going to go up the middle for a long game. This man is almost gone, but the Bobcats get him at the very last moment inside the 35. Now you're going to see this next play here, handoff up the middle. Once again, another big play, a chunk play on the ground. This puts them in the red area. Now, Central going to have some trouble stopping the run. You're going to see another one right up the middle. Hey, it's nothing fancy, man, just a plain old duo, and it gets them into the end zone. That's a big-time score, 7-3 score right now. Midland possession, quarterback, another one, a long run. He actually bounces this one outside all the way down the sideline, absolutely cooking them, cuts it back inside. He's going, and nearly finds pay dirt right there. What an absolute exceptional play. But hey, Central, they're not going to back down just yet, man. You're going to see right here something that it's the Devin Hester effect, baby. He must have been watching some Devin Hester tape because he's going to take this one all the way back to the crib. House call for the Central Bobcats. This would put it at 14-10, but right now in the fourth quarter, Midland putting a little bit of a spanking on Central, 35-17 in the fourth quarter. Now, there's still plenty of football to come, West Texas. Don't you worry. We've got more highlights as well as our Band of the Week, a little weather update for you, and so much more. All of it coming up right after the break. Welcome back, everyone. Now, this next game is a big one out there in 2A football as well. Sterling City, they're looking to get back in the playoff hunt. Last year was an excellent season for them, but they've kind of stumbled a little bit. This next one, they're taking on the Wink Wildcats, a very, very good Wink team. Let's go ahead and get to the game right here. First play, Wink. You're going to see this pass right here, and it goes for a nice gain right there, a little inside crossing route. Beautiful for the first down. You're going to see right here on this next play, Wink, later in the drive, run, touchdown, baby. Wink gets on the board right there. The Wildcats, and they were rolling all night. That put them up 7-0 early in the first quarter. Next, Sterling City ball pass, and a nice little gain right there in the flat. He takes it little yards after the catch, and that's what we like to see, baby. That goes for a first down. Next play, Sterling City run, and that goes right off the gut. And like I said, nothing fancy, but goes for a big gain. Next play right here for Sterling City. Same thing, trying to go for the same call, but hey, it did not work. So then Wink, they're going to get the ball back right here, and they're going to go once again another run for a short little gain, man. That might have gone for 0 to 1 yards. Nothing too crazy, but you're going to see it's going to pay dividends right down the line. And actually, it's going to pay dividends right here on this next play. This time, a little toss to the right side of the field. And oh, guess what, man? This dude is going, says, get off me, little man. Keeps going all the way down past midfield. And this next play right here, Wink, Wildcats, like I said, man, they were rolling all night tonight. Once again, another one, touchdown. Big time play for the Wildcats. This one would put them up even more so. Wink was special tonight, man. They did their thing, and they came out on top 41-0 over Sterling City. What a big time win. As promised, it's Band of the Week time, baby. Now, this is one of my personal favorite bands here in West Texas. They definitely deserve this. They have a great program, and it's none other than the young men and women of the Lakeview Chiefs Band. Lakeview Chiefs, man, getting into it, man. Fantastic band out there. Now, before we go to break, let's go ahead and tap in with some other schools in our area. Lots of games being played tonight. It's a big time of the year, so let's see some of these scores right here. Forsan looks like they get one of their first wins of the season against Cristobal, 36-15. This next one, El Dorado, hey, they put a whooping on Van Horn, 55-0. That is a final score. Next one, my Ballinger Bearcats unfortunately fell a little bit short tonight to De Leon. That's a 55-13 loss. This next one, hey, Merkel, their first win of the season, baby, 25-0 over Stanton. And this next one, hey, Brady Bulldogs doing their thing, 42-15 over Early. And then Miles, the Miles Bulldogs, man, hey, they bounced back like no other, 41-0 over Hamlin. Now, all right, as we start to put a bow on this week, we're going to get a quick little 2-minute weather update from none other than my guy, Britton Musall, as well as a look at next week's games. Keep it here.
Good evening, everyone. It was a warm Friday, but not as warm as we were yesterday across West Central Texas. High temperature today at St. Angelo Mathis Airport. It was 85 degrees, and yeah, it's above the typical high of 77. We've been as hot as 95 on this day in 2021. So count your blessings, because at least it was not that hot across the area. Cold front moved through today, and folks in the big country saw it earlier than folks in the Concho Valley. Tomorrow, we're all going to be enjoying those pretty nice fall-like temperatures. Forecasting a high officially of 81 degrees for your Saturday, so quite a bit cooler than we have been recently. And yeah, it's not an Arctic blast by any stretch. You won't need to go get your winter coats out of the closet, but it is a nice change of pace from the weather pattern we've been seeing recently. We'll be warming up into the work week. 88, that's my forecasted high for your Sunday, and 87 in your Monday. Saturday, it looks like a great day for, you guessed it, college football. Sul Ross State going to be in St. Angelo playing Angelo State. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. temperature is going to be in the low 80s, so really nice weather for any of those tailgating activities or really anything you might have Saturday afternoon. 78 degrees by 7 p.m. Saturday and 74 degrees by 8 p.m. ACU going to have a bye week this week, so let's take a look at the weather for my Fighting Texas Aggies. They'll be playing against Louisiana State University at home. Kickoffs at 6:30, 6 p.m. Temperatures a little bit warmer on the eastern half of the state as opposed to West Texas. Temperatures in the 80s through Saturday evening. Damian, back to you.
Thanks, Brittany. Even though LSU is going to smack the Aggies, man, it's going to be a tough one. Now, hey, I brought my man Sean Humphrey back. Sean, you got the updates for us, man, on the two games, Lakeview and Abilene, man. Tell us what happened.
Man, the UTEP minor commit, Ryland Bradford, ran back the safety punt for a touchdown to give Abilene the win. On the Lakeview side, 41-yard field goal to send it to overtime, but the Chiefs just let up a score. It's 45-37. 8-point game, and the Chiefs have the ball.
Man, Sean. Well, all I know is this, man. This week was crazy. Once again, we only got 30 seconds left, so I'm going to tell y'all like this, man. Be sure to tune in next week. You see the games we'll be covering: El Dorado and Wink, Miles and Winters. We got a whole lot more. Cristobal and Sonora, Clyde and Jim Ned. What's the next one, Desmond? Odessa and Central, Coleman and Ballinger. Hey, we got this and so much more next week, all right? I'm Damian Bartonic. This is my man, Sean Humphrey, and we will see y'all next week.